I am Dr. Florine Bose of Tea Time, and I am here to answer your question. And I'm excited that we can sit down and share a cup of tea with you. Our word today is beautiful in this time. Ecclesiastic 3:11 says, everything happened in its time. I do believe that 2023 is your time. I'm looking for great things to happen for you. It's time. You've waited long enough. So I think it's time to walk into your season. I am so excited. Are you excited today? Amen. About this show. Let's start with our last question from last week. Tacoma, Maryland. Tacoma Park, Maryland. I'm a 31-year-old man who is a member of a large Pentecostal church in Maryland. I am a youth pastor and serve as accountant on the finance board. I've been a faithful member for 7 years. I recently been stripped of all of my positions. Kicked me off as the youth pastor. I'm no longer the accountant on the finance board. I just come and sit in church. And when I finally called a meeting with the pastor and the deacons to say, why? What did I do? Why y'all kicked me off? They said to me that they found out that I recently married a man. And I did. I confirmed it. My question, should I sue this church? And if I sue this church for kicking me off my position because I'm married to a man, is this biblically founded? Your thoughts, Pastor Bose. So, I thought about what you said, young man, and that's an easy question. You've already been a member of the church for 7+ years. They've already put you as youth pastor. You said this is a large church. So surely there was something they saw in you to put you over the young people. I'm hoping that churches are not just all willy-nilly putting people in a youth pastor position if something is wrong with them. Second thing, they took you off the finance board as their accountant. That means you got some accounting skills. You know something about money, and you was doing a good job. So you've held these positions for 7 years. It just told you one day, you're not that no more, you're not that, move. We're not gonna stop you from coming here, but sit down without a reason. You had to call the meeting. You had to do that. First of all, that was out of order. Why would you have to call the meeting? They should have told you in a meeting what they felt and why they were doing what before they set you down. They should have told that to you. You shouldn't have had to call a meeting. It's like they lost all concern with you. You've been faithful. You said you've been faithful. Number two, they said their church, their beliefs is that you should not be married to a man. And you went down to the courthouse and got married. We ain't taking that. We ain't having no same-sex marriage. Well, they should have investigated you before they gave you that youth pastor position. So, legally, you do have some grounds. You got some grounds now. Because the law states that you cannot turn somebody away if it's not already written in your bylaws. Now, if they got in their bylaws, this is what the law says, that we don't believe in same-sex marriages, and they put that in the bylaws before they gave you those positions, very important positions, then you ain't got a leg to stand on. You should have researched the bylaws when you took the position or joined the church. Because that's up to you. They didn't have to go and explain to you the bylaws. Were you in the new membership class? Ain't nobody told you. They had to tell you. That's why you secretly got married. They had to tell you. You've been at the church that long, you know. You ain't see no same-sex couple marriages sitting in the audience. So you had to know. Now you want to know, can you sue? I personally wouldn't sue, young man, especially when you find out that's in their bylaws, and that's been in their bylaws for 20 years. So if that's in their bylaws, according to the law, you don't have a leg to stand on. I feel like since they don't accept you in the same-sex marriage, they don't need your membership. That's how I feel. Because anybody that can drop you like it hot after faithful services, you know, I just don't see that as a love of God. Now you ask me, was that biblically founded? No. You're supposed to love everybody. No, they didn't do it right. That was harshly. 3, they should have told you what their foundation, what their belief was before they even gave you those positions. All the members, not just you, every member need to know this church don't believe in apple and orange. So if you come any kind of way looking like an apple and orange, you got to go. That's their right. But that has to be in writing. There has to be in writing. Young man, go to a church that accepts that kind of lifestyle. Because clearly the one you coming to every Sunday, sitting there, they do not. Thank you. Let's go to the next question. All right. Let's start with our question from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I am 20-year-old senior in college. My major is journalism. After college, I want to move to New York or Atlanta to pursue my acting career. That has always been my dream. My parents don't want to even think about me making that move. They both feel that's an unwise decision. But I want to go to New York or Atlanta and go all in my acting career. That's all I want to think about is my acting career. I would really like to know your thought. I love you, Dr. Fulks, and I listen to you all the time. Do you think I'm making a wrong move? Because I graduate in 2023. First of all, young lady, I want to say congratulations to you for completing 4 years in college. And if you want to, if that's your dream and you want to pursue it, and you say you want to go all in, you want to pursue it with everything you got, then you go all in. But just know, you going all in. You cannot go all in at the expense of your mother and father. Now, when somebody tell me they going all in, that mean they got the money. You already got enough money to get your apartment. You got your car. You got everything you need because you said you going all in. They already went all in and provided for 4 years for you to go in college. Can I give you an example? My daughter, Imani. Imani is a school teacher now. But Imani had a friend and they were going to move to California and just get a little play job and go all in with their acting career. I said these words to my daughter. You got money to pay your part of the rent because California is very high. No. You got money for your furniture? No. You got a job lined up? Not yet. We gonna find one. But here's what I said to my daughter. You can go to California, but you won't go with none of my money. You won't go with none because I don't agree with that. You don't know nobody in California. And you could be calling me crying, I got to come out there and help you. That's too far. You can go, but you do not have my pocketbook. As simple as that. So if you want to go all in, you grown. You done did 4 years in college for them. Go. But don't look at mama and daddy money. You go all in on your dream. But you make sure you got the money and you equipped to make that journey. All right, next question. All right, I'm so excited. From Spartanburg, South Carolina. I know where Spartanburg is. I'm 29 and I have a 3 3-year-old son. I have a twin sister who I love very much. I have no brothers. It's just us. I'm not sure what I would do without my twin sister. But I have a problem. I suffer from depression and I take medication. So my therapist told me to just start opening up and speak my mind and speak my truth. Because when you don't, and you hold that in, that's going to cause a lot of problems. A lot of problems. So my question is to you, Dr. Post. I'm ready to open up now. How can I tell my twin sister that my 3-year-old son is her husband's baby? My question is, how do I do that? Believe it or not, it was an accidental sexual encounter with her husband, just twice. But now, the therapist have given me courage to talk about it. How do you accidentally sit on a penis? Do you walk in the kitchen, go ooh, and sit on it? Is y'all looking at a movie and all of a sudden you try to get on your side of the couch, ooh, and sit? How do you accidentally sit on a penis? I want y'all to write me and tell me how. She said she accidentally had sex with her twin sister husband twice. Now I know it only takes one time to have a baby. Now I ain't crazy. You can have sex one time and get pregnant. But you did it again. And the again don't constitute accidental. Some secrets are better yet left alone. I don't know if you should tell your sister. I really don't know if you should tell your sister that. You asked me, so I'm telling you. But if you want to tell her, understand you may lose her for good. The relationship will be severed. Some relationship cannot be mended together back. If it can, it won't be the same. Why would you lay down with your sister's husband? I ain't got nothing to say to you. Because you nasty. If that was any of my sister, you did what? How you do that and where they do that? Clearly they do it in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So my advice to you, young lady, if it's killing you to tell your twin sister that your 3-year-old son is actually her husband, then you go ahead. But just know the risk. First of all, you're going to get beat up. Just prepare to fight. Don't come over there with your good jewelry on, your good necklaces. You're going to get a beat down. Because that sister going to leap right on you. After you get a beat down, y'all going to stop talking for about a year or two. I'm telling you, that's serious. And guess what? You're going to destroy that marriage. Oh, it's over. It's over. If she got any sense, it's over. So therefore, that's my answer to you. You can tell her, but know the risk that you will be taking. All right, let's move on to our next question. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville, North Carolina. I work at a hospital here in Fayetteville for 15 years. That's a long time. As a registered nurse, I love my job and I plan to retire in the next 10 years. But I'm having serious problems on this job, and I've been here for 15 years. One of the doctors on my floor is having sex with a LPN in various rooms on my floor, locking the door, staying for hours. And I'm tired of this. My question is, Dr. Folks, should I report them to the chief of medical staff because they need to be at work, not in one of the rooms, empty rooms having sex with his girlfriend, and he's married? Or should I just have a meeting with them two and let them know to stop this unprofessional behavior? Sign off, tired of porn on my job. I'm going to answer that next week. I'm going to answer that question next week. Y'all come back next week and I'm going to answer that question. This is in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm at Fayetteville. You come back next week, I'm going to answer that question, okay? All right, this is Dr. Florine Folks signing off. Thank you, Samuel Pugh, for your production and producing this show. I thank you so much. And we look forward to you on next week. Oh, y'all, we got some questions next week. You know what? I might have to go through those questions because they might throw me off of internet and TikTok and FaceTime. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to say them or not. But the nerve of y'all. You know why y'all ask me them questions? Because I don't call y'all names. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. And so those at tea time have an inquiring mind. They want to know. Thank you so much for listening. I will see you. And don't forget, everything happens in God's time. Thank you.